At the age of 11, I saw a film about Antarctica. This film inspired me to become the first person in history to have walked to the North and South Poles. On these expeditions 20 years ago, I witnessed firsthand the effects of climate change and global warming at both poles. An early breakup of the sea ice nearly spelt death for the entire team on the Arctic Ocean. We are committed to the preservation of Antarctica and have named our organisation 2041 after the year 2041, when the moratorium on drilling and mining in the Antarctic will be up for review and the fate of the last great wilderness will hang in the balance. We realise that the promotion of renewable energy worldwide is the only way to preserve Antarctica. The only reason that people would exploit Antarctica is for its resources. And if we are using clean, renewable energy in the real world, there will be no reason to go and destroy Antarctica. In cooperation with the Russian Antarctic Division, our first action over 7 years was to remove 1,500 tons of garbage and rubbish from Bellingshausen Station on King George Island, Antarctica. Over the last 6 years, our Inspire Antarctic expedition teams have helped design and build the world's first renewable energy education station in Antarctica, the E-Base. These annual expeditions inspire students and business executives to focus on leadership, teamwork, and sustainable initiatives. In 2008, we at 2041 made Antarctic history by living at the E-Base for 2 weeks solely using renewable energy, communicating our message to a global audience. If it can be done in Antarctica, it can be done anywhere. I have dedicated my life to inspiring young people and industry leaders through action, not words, engaging them in a real dialogue on environmental issues and challenging them to be champions for positive change.
Our journey to the bottom of the world begins in Ushuaia, Argentina. 80 students and experts will head south with Robert Swan on the BP Inspire Antarctic expedition.
It's great to be finally here, and it's great to be here in the sunshine, and it is, I'm just looking around, just an absolutely stunning place.
Arriving and seeing the mountains and the glaciers as we came in, and breathing some fresh air after being such a long time on a plane has been fantastic.
Ushuaia is pretty impressive, really.
Just the world experience that's represented here on the team, and then having this experience together, it's once in a lifetime.
The team's first mission is a hike up to the Marshall Glacier, which year by year is retreating up the mountainside, and now no longer accessible to hikers.
Wow, it's an awesome experience for me because I've never experienced snow in my life, and it's just awesome to be here in the snow.
We just walked up a very, very, very steep hill to get to the bottom of the glacier here in Argentina. In the snow, it's very beautiful here.
Say cheese!
The next morning finds us at the dock, moments away from departing.
On the count of 3, you just do a bonsai, hands in the air, okay?
the expedition, onto the ship, really excited. Let's get to the Drake Passage and rock and roll.
With the gangway stowed and the final rope thrown, the real adventure begins.
This is it, here we go. Excellent team of young, very enthusiastic people. I'm really looking forward to this trip. It's going to be just fantastic.
We're gonna see you, penguins. We're gonna rock your socks if you wear them.
Antarctica, here we come. Saying goodbye to Ushuaia right now and ready to start this voyage.
From now on, civilization, that's it. That's the end of the world as we've built. And that's where we're going.
A quick weather update from Jumper.
Well, we've got northeasterlies and it might be rough.
And we're on our way.
This is a drill. This is a drill. Report to your lifeboat stations. Report to your lifeboat stations.
Shortly after leaving port, we have our mandatory lifeboat drill.
The next time you hear that bell, it's for real. Okay, so you must turn up here with that vital equipment. Hat, gloves, your warm clothes, as many as you can fit on, your waterproof clothes, and in a timely fashion.
We are now in expedition mode, and sailing down the Beagle Channel, all attention turns to the Drake Passage, widely regarded as the roughest seas in the world. The Zodiac briefing takes place in deteriorating sea conditions.
Well, they were designed by Jacques Cousteau, very seaworthy vessels, pretty much the only boat that operates down here. Just give yourself a once over, just check you have everything, check your life jackets are done up and they're the right way around, and you've got all the clothing you need, because once you're out, you're out.
As soon as it hits salt water, that's seawater, into a bottle, everybody got that.
I feel like I got a closer sense of what life is about, like a journey, and it's going to end somewhere, but you don't know where you're going.
With winds gusting to 50 knots and 40-foot swells, the Drake lives up to her reputation. Despite the worst storm of the season, the BP team continue to collaborate and develop their expedition goals, grappling with the complex issues surrounding climate change.
After a very rough Drake Passage, here we are on King George Island, Bellingshausen Station. For once it actually looks really nice. It's cold today for a change, and we're looking forward to seeing the E-Base team and stretching our legs.
I don't think many people in their lives will be able to say that they've been onto this continent with someone as important and as special as Rob, so I think it's just incredible to be able to feed off his leadership skills, feed off his general persona. It's just fantastic.
I am absolutely ready for it. Excited, delighted.
last wilderness on Earth.
This is Alejo Contreras. You will always know the wind direction by looking at his beard, okay?
I'm looking forward to a good walk.
Remember I told you this morning down here was where all the rubbish was, all the garbage, stretching from the Russian station all the way along the beach to that corner. 1,500 tons of it, all gone. So we're going to be leaving the base in 4 hours time, and she'll be going live 365 as we go.
Solar panels, there's solar panels on the roof.
This is crazy. I'm touching a glacier. I can lay down on a glacier. It's one of the few places in the world where you can actually do this. It's awesome.
So we're here at Enterprise Island on the edge of Wilhelmina Bay, on the centre of the Antarctic Peninsula. It's snowing, it's blowing about 12 knots, so it's actually a pretty good Antarctic day for this time of year. And we're going to get in our little rubber boats here, and we're going to go exploring.
Hey, we have a humpback whale! Woo!
In the next bay, we come across the wreck of the Guvernøen, a Norwegian whaling vessel which ran aground in the early 1900s. An eerie reminder of the history of exploitation in these waters.
It's a feeling actually of being somewhat overwhelmed. The enormity of this continent is just amazing.
Well, you just have to look around you, really. We have to do everything we can to preserve this, and not just preserve it for the climate, but actually preserve it so that the just natural wonder of this can be witnessed by other people.
Off for a snowball fight. Classic.
As the expedition continues down the peninsula, we make our first continental landing at Nekko Harbour.
This is Leadership on the Edge, the BP team on fire. What a fantastic day.
We continue into Paradise Bay for a planned night of camping on the ice.
We're gonna freeze.
Behind us up there, if you go to the top of that hill, it's 3,000 miles to the pole, and we are in Paradise Harbour with some very, very fine campers. Fine indeed.
Just loving to be here and working as a team.
We're obviously novices to camping in Antarctica.
Pretty awesome to be taught to pitch a tent by Robert's once.
As we come to the end of our expedition, we have one final crucial mission. 40 nautical miles to our south lies Vernadsky Station, the Ukrainian Antarctic base. Just before we left Ushuaia, we received a message saying that they were running low on supplies. A long, dark winter lies ahead for the team. Antarctica is all about collaboration. We're one team, one mission, and it's a really great honour for us to go and support a true and great scientific effort.
I can feel the peace here, and also I think it's very important. We should protect this area by taking some actions.
We have to get on and get going. We have limited time, and if we don't, all these things we are taking for granted may not be here, and that would be really a tragedy.
We are trying to work together in a system of fellowship to achieve a goal, to preserve the environment, to preserve Antarctica.
The potential exists in humanity to make a change, and we need to realise this potential because we can't lose this place. This is incredible.
There isn't a single person on this trip that could have hidden their excitement, their glee for what they had just experienced. I think it completely transformed people's expectations, and now the sky's the limit.
But I'm pretty confident that there will be a whole series of actions taken which wouldn't have happened otherwise, and that there will be a number of people who are truly affected by this in a way that changes the course of their lives.
You have one more person that will fight for Antarctica, that's for sure.
And I hope you all now know why I hold this place so close to my heart, and I hope that all of you will have Antarctica inside you forever. You are now part of a unique community, the BP Inspire Antarctic Expedition. And this honour for you comes with responsibility. And all of us now must leave Antarctica with a clear direction, a clear vision, and a clear plan of action. We're behind you. BP's generosity has brought us all together, so let's honour that support, honour that commitment, and go home and make a fabulous difference.